Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Whoa! I'm sitting in my chair and it moved. Today is the day. Today I'm starting a little Patreon readathon. It is for 48 hours, Saturday and Sunday on the 16th and 17th of September. You're obviously watching this a bit after that. But this is a special readathon because this is our 1 year anniversary readathon. It was available for all tiers. And the special thing about this is that you, on my patrons, maybe not you, but other you, picked out all the books that I was going to read. So what I did is I asked for recommendations a little while ago, and you can also still recommend like Under the Lie if you haven't before. So what I did is that I put the books in this gum machine, which is all the way down here, because I don't have enough to fill the whole thing, which is fine. But what I'm going to do is they're going to pick randomly, and they probably need to shake it and stuff. Hopefully like the pieces of paper I put in are not too big to go through this. Oh my god, there's already one stuck in there. I guess that will be my first book. I have some problems getting out and in stuff in this, but it's fine. It was gums in here. I will also use this now in my monthly TBR game where my upper tier can like put a book in the gum machine. But my point is that I will pick up books. I have some of them already. People who are not recommending me can, as I said, still do so. Hopefully recommend me things on my shelf because else I can't get a hold of it today. And other than that, I was going to say that I wanted to finish all the books people recommended, but now I don't know if I have time because it depends how productive I am when I'm reading and no procrastination, then I might be able to do it. We just add up, and you don't get to know beforehand which books are in here because that will also be fun. And I want to pull out the first book with them when I go live in 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's when I will start reading. I have a weekend off from work to do this readathon, and more will come. So yeah, I hope you still enjoy this reading vlog, even though like, if you know Patreon, obviously don't worry or anything like that. Like, if you enjoy watching, I'm happy, but I still hope that you will have fun being along on this readathon, even though you couldn't be there, which is obviously okay. Now I'm gonna just chill some before we start, and you shall see me very soon when I pick out the first book and what it will be. Eep! Shaking the thing. Drum roll. Here's the gum machine. I'm vlogging. I'm talking to Sprints at the same time. We're picking the first book. This is not gonna go well, but let's see what we get. I'm opening the thing. Oh my god, there's actually a thing in there. I feel like I don't know who to show. It just fell out so nicely. It was all planned. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Where did I put this? I put it here. Who get to see first? Sorry, patrons get to see first. Hi vlog. They can't see your comments. I don't know what it is. It is. What is it? I can't see. Fiji missed it. It is Amber and Stone. You can't see that. It's like a really bad note as well. This was recommended to me by Fiji. I had like a brain fart because I was reading your comment and I was so confused. Because you wrote, I win. And I was like, you didn't win, it's not yours. So I was so confused. This was recommended to me by Fiji, who is not here. And you can see no ink on the paper. Okay. Look, it's really bad. It doesn't want to focus. Amber and Stone. This is... I forget that I'm also on camera. Where is it? It's here. No, it's here. No, it's here. Oh god. It's here. I've hidden my TBR behind other books. It is Amber and Stone by Megan O. Russell. This is a book that Fiji bought me. It's an indie book. No idea what it is about, because also I didn't like buy it initially, but also I don't read synopsises. So this is my first read for the readathon. This is so confusing. I'm gonna take off the camera and I'll see you when I have an update. Okay, so I have now started. Look, very disheveled. Amber and Stone. And this one basically follows Anna, who like lives in this world where, is it a guild? Is that what they are called? But it's basically like this constitution, the guilds, whatever. They control the world, they have soldiers, they just kill people as they want, people are not allowed to be healers, and be happy and do anything literally. I don't really get like why they have control or like how it came to be like this. Obviously they have the soldiers and the manpower, but I'm like, but if you murder all the people who live in your kingdom, how does your kingdom function? I don't really understand. But Basically, she loses her home, she needs to go on a run, and then her brother is part of this thing that she might join, which I assume, this is not a spoiler, but I assume is like kind of an upcoming revolution thingy towards this regime, which is interesting. I think it is interesting so far. We have like some magic that she's finding out about. I will assume that she will find out she has magic as well. Some of it is a bit typical and stuff, and some of it I was just a bit like, she didn't kind of care that someone who had taken care of her died, etc. So I was just like, that was weird. But then now I'm halfway, I'm getting like really into it, and I don't think it's like as like, I was gonna say typical as it was in the beginning. It is typical, but they're more like where I wasn't really into it because it was very like sudden, and how things played out was very predictable. And yeah, but now that I'm more into the story, I think I will enjoy like where we go more, I think. But in the beginning I was just like, if you know what I mean. I don't know how to describe things. But I'm going to continue now and finish it in this second sprint, hopefully. See you soon. Okay, so I did finish Amber and Stone. It like suddenly abruptly was done, and I thought I had more pages, but then that was apparently the teaser for the next book, so I didn't read that. So it was only like 266 pages. It was enjoyable. I would think I would give it like 3 stars. I do think that the work could be more developed, but it's very like a typical like setup. They're looking for hope. They're looking to fight this regime. There's definitely like loads of like room for improvement for different characters. It's very much about like her brother trying to protect her as well, because he was like part of this society and she wants to like help, and then he's like, no you can't, and he's like scared that she will be harmed. And she uses like, she's very pretty, which is pointed out several times, very beautiful, and she uses this to like gain, I was gonna say, an advantage, and uses this to like give on the not information but like stuff. I don't want to say more. And then he's like, no, you're not allowed to. And I'm like, why not? You need to use the assets you have. And she's pretty. She should use it. And obviously she's like really like for using this and etc. And I thought that was really like, it was kind of like fun and interesting. I think it's funny. But yeah, going a bit to like into very typical tropes. Not like the best writing I ever had. Not the best world I ever had. But still interesting. And I like, there's like this romance blooming with her and another character, and he has the same name as my nephew, which is so weird to me and a bit funny. As I said, enjoyable and not like terrible. I give it 3 stars. I'm curious to see what will happen next. It is several books in the series, and now this sprint is over, so I need to go and gonna pull a new book out of the gum machine. Give me a moment. Ready to pick the next book. Let's see if the gum machine works. I don't know like how to show. Oh, nothing is in there. We need to pump it. There's one that wants to fall down, but it's not falling down. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, 2 fell. 2 fell. Okay, I'm taking the one that fell first. I'm taking the other one in again. I showed that really badly in the camera, but it's okay. So, opening this. This time, I'm gonna show the camera, not you guys. What does it say? I can't see anything. Is it written so badly? What does it say? Oh, hello. Aslak is here. We just picked our second book. Aslak joined while... This is so confusing, this vlog. Either way, I got Dragon Fall. You can barely see that. Which was recommended to me by Lily. I don't think Lily is here today. But it is this one. By Al-Amram, which I bought for this. And I don't know, again, anything about this. I know it has dragons, probably. And I will let you know very soon in the vlog. Okay, so I thought I will give you a little update. I am now on page 200 in the Dragon Fall. I need to look at the synopsis for a second to see what is a spoiler or not. Okay, so basically in this world, the dragons were betrayed many years ago and they hate humans. And then our last male dragon in the world is accidentally into the human world sent. And he meets a human who has magical powers and they form a bond together. And this bond is like halfway, like, I was gonna say completed, and to be completely completed it needs to be like trust and eventually maybe love between them. And if the dragon kills the human, who is called Arcady, so if the dragon Everine makes the human Arcady fall for him and kill, they will like get all the powers, etc. So now that's the goal. So there will be betrayal and heartbreak. So far I'm really liking the setup. They're kind of like on this like mission actually to break this bond, but like they both have different, I was gonna say, motivations to do this. Obviously Everine don't want this, and Arcady really does, because they do, as I said, have magic, and with this bond the magic is like all weird and they want to just be alone and left alone again. It's also mentioned that they have lost everyone they loved, etc., so they don't really want to attach themselves to someone new. And I'm like, so they both have like different pasts, and like Everine is like a dragon prince, etc., that turn into human form. So basically there's different things going on. We will see how the story plays out. So far really interesting, and I really like the writing, etc. But Everine point of view is kind of written a bit like in the future, telling their story, and like to Arcady, like you did this and this, like you move like this, but at the same time still being in first person, while Arcady is like completely in like first person. So it's an interesting way to tell. We also have like a siren called Soren, I think. Soren, what was her name? And sometimes has a random point of view. It's happened twice now. I don't really know how this siren will connect with the others. So Arcady also uses all pronouns, while Everine uses he him pronouns. And then we also now we have another point of view from someone like Cassia, which I think we also have earlier. I think that's the queen or the princess of the dragons. It was one of them. So it's a bit like different other things added in. And so far really enjoyable, really interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna go and keep reading now. Woohoo! And also Gigi like invaded my chair. You can like barely see her in the corner. And she's so cute. Like, why is she lying like that? Why? I love her so much, but like that is adorable, because I thought she would lie down there by the feet, but she's not. She's like properly like in a little cuddle ball, and I am dying. Okay, that's all I want to say. Hi, hello. I just finished Dragonfall. I will make another clip for what I thought about it after, because I'm going to pull this book on sprints, on break-in sprints, whatever we call it. So yeah. I just need to shake it a bit. Woohee. Wait, there's actually one already down there. It's waiting. You can't see that, but it's waiting to be pulled. So I'm just gonna open. It's really hard to show two places in once, but it's fine. I'm gonna open it. Oh no, it's nothing down there. Well, then I need to pump again. Come on. Oh! It flew across the room! It flew across the room. I'm not joking. It's like on the floor on the other side of the room. And now I need to get up. Oh my god. That scared me. Oh, let's see. I don't know like where to take the note. It doesn't matter even. Let's see. Can you see that? Oh! It's Flamefall. It's the one I have to buy. So it's Flamefall, the second book in the Fireborn series, recommended by Beatrix. And I don't have it, because it was recommended today. So I'm going to buy it on my Kindle. I'll get back to you soon. Okay, so the next book was Flamefall. But before that, I did finish Dragonfall, which is a bit funny since they both are about dragons and they both have fall in the title, but it's fine. Dragonfall was fun. I think I liked the beginning more when like we were setting up the story and then beginning to know each other, and the story just kind of became a bit predictable. I'm not saying that it was terrible or anything like that, but it was interesting. I liked the setup of the characters and I liked their like development, but I was also just kind of like, this is it. I feel like the first one I read, Amber and Stone, and this one feels like books I read before, like exactly like it, like the exact same setup. In this one as well, like the characters, two main characters couldn't touch each other because it hurt them. And I was just like, it was just very funny to me. But it was enjoyable. I think I give it like a good 3 out of 5 stars. Beginning I thought it would be a bit stronger because as I said I liked that more. But like it was okay. It wasn't terrible. I don't regret reading it. I had parts I really enjoyed and some parts that was like okay. So the next one, as I said, was Flamefall. This is sequel to Fireborn, which I don't have physically, so I had to buy the Kindle, which is of course fine because I chose this. But I'm also like, I'm also gonna buy it physically. So I spent a lot of money, but it's fine. And that one, the first one follows these two childhood best friends that has like been friends forever. They go to this like dragon school academy thing where they become dragon riders. And this is set after revolution. So everyone from the old regime is like looked upon as like no. And then one of our main characters without the others knowing is like the son of like the old regime. And then maybe a revolution is sparking again. And his like loyalties are tested because like does he want to support what his family stood for or this new regime that he has grown up in. And then our main character has like been really hurt by the old regime and they are, as I said, best friends. I think they're supposed to be like a romance blooming between them, but it is like very, very slow burn, which I really enjoy. And then the whole like first book is about them competing to be like the leader for like their year of dragon riders. And then there's a lot of like other political stuff going on. I really enjoyed the first book. We gave it a very strong 4 out of 5 stars. Very, very excited to continue actually and like see where the series is going to go. I've been wanting to pick up the sequels and now I finally have the excuse to do so. And now I'm going to actually go and read it because I did start to read it because I forgot I was going to update the vlog, and I will let you know when I have more to say. Okay, I did just finish Flamefall and I really, really enjoyed it. I don't really know what to say, but it's just the political intrigue, how things came together, how much you care about the characters and this world. It's so cool and I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. We got a new point of view in this and we got like at some time away from 2 main characters, which like we really like love for the first one. And at first I was like no, but now I kind of liked him too. His name is Griff. And he like brought a really interesting perspective to the rest of the book. I'm very curious to see how the third and final book will play out. I am very nervous. I actually do think I like the first one more than this. And like this is a strong 4-star. The other one was like almost a 5. But like I still really thoroughly enjoyed it and had a really good time. Now I'm gonna go and pick my next book, even though like we are I think in the last sprint. I calculated that I could have started earlier and a bit later and I would have finished maybe all the books. But I realized that is also hard because I didn't know how many recommendations I would have. But it's all good, it's all fine. So you should see me soon picking the next book. Picking the next book. Oh god. I don't think the gum machine likes to live. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, we're all hoping. I mean, Fiji already got hers, but we're hoping for their book maybe. I'm gonna try to not make it fall across the room. Oh! But I got one in my hand and one other fell across the room. So I'm gonna take the one that landed in my hand. The one that fell across the room is gonna go in here. Oh god. Like this. Then we shall see what this one is. I don't know. I can't see. I will turn it around. No! It is actually Justine's. It is Daughter of No Worlds, which is a fantasy romance, I think, by the same author as Serpent of Wings and Night. And I need to also buy it on Kindle. So it's neither of yours again.
Hi.
What do you think about the Saw movies?
It's fun. It's gory and spooky. Happy Halloween.
Hello, I'm gonna go on practice drive now, and I was gonna spend this morning reading my required reading, which I did, then edit a video, and then like start my book because I didn't get to start last night because I watched Saw and such, and to like at least like read like 100-200 pages because I had like over an hour. But I spent all that time updating my anime intro playlist, which I haven't updated since 2021. And it was really fun. And like when I like settle in my head that I'm gonna do something, I cannot stop. So even though I knew I had that time to read, I just couldn't stop. So I will try to not do that in sprints later, because I really, really, really need to finish like at least 2 or 3 more books. But now it's in my head and I haven't finished it, and now I can't stop thinking about it. But now I actually need to go and drive, so see you later. So I did finish my book, but this is the next day. Did I say earlier? Yeah, I talked about the anime songs. And I am going to talk about it soon. It's just that this sprint is soon over, so we're going to pull a new one. So I will talk about it after that. Yay. We are picking a new book. Cancel Patreon if you hate it. If I get Sarah's book, she will cancel Patreon. You heard it here first. I haven't hated any of the books. I've just been a bit bored. Let's see. Let's hope it doesn't like fall across the room. Oh, it's this way. Nothing is coming out. Oh, it's a big one. Came out. Let's see what it is. Are you excited? Is Ashley here? Well, it's fine. Ashley's probably here. What is it? I can't see. Oh, it is the Identity that Tina recommended. Identity, Tina's not even here, is this one. Which I honestly, the cover is, I don't even know what this is telling me. I have no idea what it is about. It is translated work by Mitu Sanyal. And I don't know what it's about. It seems interesting, but honestly I like it. Looks a bit different from what I usually enjoy. And it will probably be my last read. I doubt I will get to another one. This is pretty thick. I'll get back to you in a moment. Okay, as I said, I finished Daughter of No Worlds. And personally, I didn't like love it. I don't think I hated it either. I was just kind of just bored of how it was written. I was just bored of the plot. I didn't really like feel anything for the romance, because it is kind of fantasy romance. It's supposed to be like, you know, a big thing that they are together. Our main character was a slave. She's now freed, or like buys her freedom, and then she like wants to go back and save like the people she left behind. So she goes to this place to teach her magic, that like they are the, I wouldn't like say expert, but they know how to teach her magic. She gets a teacher called Max, and things might spark between them. And then also like she believes in like hope and fighting for justice and all that, and he has like stopped believing in this. And that's kind of the story of the plot. And then there's like tests she needs to take to like further her magical stuff or something. And I was just like, okay. So the beginning was a bit interesting, but honestly, I was very bored throughout the whole thing. It lasted for a way too long time. There wasn't proper smutty scenes. Not that like it had to be, but I thought that the other book that the author wrote, Serpent of Wings and Night, I know that has a lot of sex. I just assumed this one would as well, since like it's the same author, it's kind of in the same genre, but it doesn't. The covers are very pretty, and like the idea of the story is interesting, but there's the character fell flat for me. The writing was like engaging. I didn't really care for the world, so like I don't know, I would give it like a 2.5. And now I'm kind of disappointed, and I'm very hesitant to now eventually pick up Serpent of Wings and Night, but I heard really good things about that. So maybe since that is later released by the author, I believe this one was released in 2020. It's not that long ago, but like I think Serpent of Wings and Night was released, you know, like last year or something. So hopefully I will like them more when I eventually read that, because I do really want to read that. As we know, Identity was the next book picked out, and I said that I don't know if that was a genre like that I would like, because it seemed like very clever or philosophical or religious. Like, not that it needs to be about religion, but like philosophical, smart stuff. So I thought the book would be very clever, but now it seems like maybe I understand it. It says it is a book about race, sexuality, and truth. We have a character who is German, Polish, and Indian. And she was out at her professor that she thought was Indian, that she really looked up to, has actually been white this whole time. And then I guess this unravels like something about her, I was gonna say, and stuff in her life. And it seems like an interesting read. I wonder if I will be able to finish it. I think, as I said, it will be my last read for the readathon. We shall see. And now I'm gonna go and actually read it, and you shall see me soon. I look so tired. It's been a long day. I'm going to bed. It's like 11. We finished our sprints. I did finish Identity. I have thoughts. I have stuff I want to say, but I'm gonna say tomorrow, where I will wrap up this thing. But yeah, it's been a really great time. Yesterday I was unhinged. Today I am tired. But you shall see me tomorrow. Yeah, see you then. Okay, so it is now the next day. Obviously, I've been away for a while, and I am like on public sprints and everything. And I just want to wrap up the weekend for a bit. What did I read? I read, maybe as you know or don't know, I read Amber and Stone, which was interesting. I am true enough to continue. Not that I don't, but like I am been thinking about it. I'm excited to see where the story will go. Even though I feel like it had like a lot of tropes and stuff, it was still a very entertaining read. Now I read Dragon Fall, which again I feel like had a lot of like tropes and stuff I've seen before, but it was still entertaining and like an okay book that I enjoyed, and I am excited to see where the story will go, but like it was okay. Like both of them were okay. Then I read Flame Fall, which I think will be my favorite for the weekend. I don't think I liked this as much as Fireborn, where I felt like things kept together much more neater, and it was still like very entertaining and good. I just don't think it was as good. I will give it like a 3.5 and not like the really strong. As I said, I gave it the first one, but it was still entertaining, and now I will probably order a copy of the second book, and I'm probably just the third in the same go. So I now have the whole trilogy. I don't need to think about it anymore. It was entertaining and good, and I'm excited to see, as I said, where the last book will go. And then I also read Daughter of No Worlds. This is my least favorite for the weekend. I give it like 2 stars. It was just gave me nothing. I didn't really feel for the connection of the characters, didn't care for the characters, didn't care for the plot, didn't really care for anything. So again, I would end up giving that 2 stars, and I am now very hesitant to see if I will like Serpent Wings a Night. And the last read I read was Identity, which I do think was my favorite of the weekend. I haven't really shared my thoughts yet, so I will like talk a bit about it now. But basically it is about her finding out that her professor is white, and when she thought he was Indian all along, and like she's been like going off as Indian like on purpose, and everyone is like, oh my god, she is like blackfacing basically, and everyone like, you know, the world hates her. But our main character cannot like separate herself from her. She like kind of forgives her and is like on her side, and she's like, yeah, she did a terrible thing, but she's still a person I look up to, and like a person I consider my friend. And I think like the whole topic is very interesting to talk about, like when people do wrong and like in the public eye. And I'm not saying that this is like, for me, would be unforgivable, but like, what do you do when your closest do this? Obviously, there's different level of this, but it is a discussion I think to think about. Like, do you turn your back on them? Do you stay by their side? But that's not really what it's about. It's about what you identify as. It's not about who you cancel in their life, which is what I was trying to say here. That's a whole other thing, and every person needs to decide for themselves. But it's about like how much we identify in our society and how we would identify in the future, and it's about like how people think about this. And like our professor here basically thinks that she is transracial, which is like a whole other discussion. If yeah, I don't know, I can't speak much about it, but basically she has these arguments for why. She even makes a main character like believe her in a way, and I'm sitting here like, what? And it's like it was like doing things with my brain, because obviously I don't agree with her personally, but I think that the points she said and what she said was very interesting. It was interesting arguments to have, interesting conversations to open. That doesn't mean that like personally I think she's right, but it was just very interesting conversations. So that was the book was trying to do. The book was also a bit like chaotic. It was written in a very chaotic way. I think that it was a bit like everywhere sometimes, and it didn't have like the structure I would want from it. But it has that open, very interesting discussions, had really interesting arguments. I think I would give it like a 3.5 rounding up to 4. It's like, it reminded me a bit of the themes in like a Yellowface, for example, but a bit more chaotic, a bit more like, oh my god, because honestly it makes you think, but it's like, do you want to think about this? But that's like our society now. And it could be a book that could either be very interesting to have in our society and think about in the future, or a book that would be like forgotten. It could go either or way. But yeah, it was interesting to read a book originally written in German. And I did think it was very interesting and not a bad book. And it would be a book I would recommend for conversation openers. but I would still like think twice of who I recommended to, because I don't know if everyone would get it. I'm not 100% sure if even I got it. But it's stuff I thought about a lot here, and it was interesting to see it reflected upon in the book. But yeah, that was the thoughts on identity. If I like even resembled a sentence here. And that was my weekend of reading. I managed to get to 5 books, which is what I thought I would get to. On a good day and a good weekend, I would get to 8, but then I need to try hard a bit more. I didn't try hard well enough. On a Sunday, especially, I got very busy because we have like visitors and stuff. So I wanted to maybe get to like 6 to 8, but 5 was what I thought I would end up on. And yeah, it was a good time. It was funny to read and buy stuff that my Patreon wanted me to read for our anniversary. It was a very good time and very interesting to pick up. I was gonna say different books, but a lot of the books did remind me of each other, etc. And the gun machine will be seen again in my TBR game, actually before this video is up. It will be a monthly occurrence now. So I hope you enjoy to see the show here. If you haven't seen it yet, then you should check out my TBR games where you can see more of the gun machine and my panda game. And you should see me soon in a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave like celebration like poo down below, you know, like the thing that explodes, celebration emoji, because we were celebrating 1 year. And you should see me soon in a new one. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all your support, Patreon or not, and you should see me soon